comes to your mind when I say the word soft? Probably you're thinking of words like non-essential, less important, not firm, easy to get, or simply put, not solid. So these synonyms, which are associated with the word soft, elicit a thought-provoking question about the importance of soft skills. Are soft skills not a priority because they are soft? Because there is nothing soft about soft skills. So today I'd like to share with you two aspects of soft skills. What is the hard truth about soft skills? And the second is, what can you do to own soft skills? Talking about the first hard truth, ignoring soft skills can cost you that seat in your college or at your job. So I'd like you to visualize a college interview at the end of your school term or a job interview at the end of your college term. During the interviewer asks you questions about your academic achievements, and midway he changes course and asks you this question. He asks you, how will you manage a situation where you and your team are stranded in a snowstorm on a mountain away from any help in the near vicinity? Think about the answer. This question, you're wondering, has nothing to do with what you have studied about. However, this is an insightful question for your interviewer, because depending on how you choose to answer this question, it will not only just give him a peek into your character, but also how do you manage crisis, and how do you use creativity and problem-solving techniques, and how do you manage interpersonal skills? So think again, because the way that you answer this question can influence whether you get that seat at the college or in your job. The second hard truth is soft skills is the difference that makes the difference in achieving results in your life, whether it is your life as well as work. So one of the pertinent soft skills is communication skills, because communication skills is really the backbone of all the soft skills. Research shows that leaders spend 80% of their time communicating and influencing stakeholders and team members in achieving their business outcomes. That's a considerable amount of time that they spend in terms of attending to phone calls, responding to emails, presiding over meetings, discussing proposals, and even sitting through presentations. Even the pandemic has shifted the needle towards embracing the importance of communication skills. Imagine what it was like for the leaders during the pandemic, because the pandemic not only just threw them the complexity of working across virtual teams across the globe, but also accelerated the need for them to adopt communication skills, to relay resilience, embrace change, as well as manage crisis. So one such instance was that of a manager who was made responsible by her organization to ask her team to go on a furlough. Now, this was a challenging conversation because it was not just about communicating clearly, but also relaying the message with compassion as well as authenticity. So the success of the team really depending on managing the crisis really depended on how the manager would communicate this message to them. On the other hand, if she was lacking on the ability to step into their shoes and communicate with empathy and genuine human angle there, then she would have faced a resistance from the team, as well as it could have led to a negative impact on the brand of the business. So no wonder the survey about the cost of poor communication indicates that poor communication on an average costs a loss of $62.4 million to an organization with 100,000 employees. So let's also look at the positive side, because the opposite is true as well. Embracing soft skills can also lead you to wins. Another instance is that of a high-performing executive working with a new age team and organization, and she was up for a promotion. Now, despite her pressing engagements, she prioritized to attend a training on working on her pitch for the promotion. Now, during the training, she gained some insights into how to structure her presentation, also convey the presentation, and do that in a stipulated amount of time. At the end of the session, she was ready with the first draft of her presentation, which she then followed up with a coaching session, which was a personalized coaching session. And basis the inputs with her coach, she chiseled it, pruned it, and really made it a hard-hitting presentation. This truly gave her the confidence of presenting her case before the audience and also helping them in making the decision. Needless to say, this presentation pitch helped her get that promotion. Now, moving to the third hard truth. The importance of soft skills keeps increasing as you move up the career trajectory. So if you're thinking that, for instance, enhancing your executive presence is something that will happen organically as you move on the senior echelons in the organizations, and so developing your executive presence is not a priority, think again. Because imagine the plight of senior executives who are expected by their organizations to manage fireside chats or to lead executive meetings, as well as answer media interviews. What if they waited till the last minute to be promoted and reach that executive level to be able to hone their skills? So one such example or instance is that of an executive who made it to the senior management level basis his technical acumen. However, he was not feeling equipped enough to be able to manage and cater to the increasing levels of networking opportunities, as well as forums, and address his thoughts at different professional forums, because he felt that he lacked in communication skills. And being at an executive level also made it hard for him and challenging for him to seek out any feedback or coaching openly. Thankfully for him, his organization was vested in developmental needs across all levels. As a result, based on his developmental needs that were identified, he was aligned to an executive coach who then helped him in identifying his self-limiting beliefs and also on working and understanding the merit of establishing an executive presence. Now, over a couple of months, the executive worked on the coaching tools and techniques and found his own unique way of connecting with the audiences across level. This happened as a result of his commitment to the coaching. So I'd like to say I have been at the helm of all these stories as a coach and a facilitator. And these stories stand as testimony to the fact that there is nothing soft about soft skills. So let's get to the second point. What can you do to own soft skills? So based on my global experience of over 50 clients across 2 decades, my message to the students, employees, and organizations is to prioritize soft skills and embrace soft skills for their own growth. To the students, I'd like to share a survey done by an employment-based company, which indicates that clients or employers look at 77% of the employers look at hiring candidates who embrace soft skills. So if you want to set yourself up for success or get that seat at the college or in a job, my pro tip here is to learn early to learn easy. The second is actively seek out mentors who can help you identify your developmental needs and soft skills. And the third is step out of your comfort zone, because that's where your growth lies. Now, to the employees, my message or the research that I'd like to share with you is that 25% of your job success really comes out of or is based on technical skills. But 65% of your job success is based on how you have mastered your soft skills. So on that note, I'll urge you to enroll and attend all the soft skills trainings. Look at it this way. You get paid to attend those trainings. So why miss a free pass to your own growth? And the second is not just attend those trainings, but practice and apply that towards taking business decisions and achieving your business outcomes. And finally, to build your professional brand, don't just focus on your job, but also focus on how you deliver that job. The organizations, I'd like to share the big reveal study done by certain global universities, which indicate that training in soft skills can boost employee productivity by 12%. And not just that, it can lead to a return on investment of 256%. So on that note, I'd like to share some best practices in my experience with firms who have prioritized soft skills training. So to be an organization of lasting legacy, the first is to enthuse and foster a culture of learning by sharing foundational soft skills training with fresh curriculum and updated training methodologies across all levels on a continuous basis. The second is to award your employees with course credits for attending courses, as well as align their learning needs to their core competencies for their growth and career path. And finally, involve and encourage your leadership as well as people managers to not just learn, but apply soft skills and be ambassadors and allies for the same. Now, I'd like to circle back to the question that I started with. What would you rather think of when I say the word soft? Is it foundational or essential or core or even power? Whatever you plan to name it, remember never to undermine the power of soft, because there is nothing soft about soft skills. Thank you.